let us start on Friday in Starkville, Mississippi. Ole Miss is at Mississippi State. We know Lane Kiffin will be coaching this game because athletic director Keith Carter told us he'd be coaching this game. Mississippi State is a 7.5-point home underdog.
Whew. Yeah, and that's the best thing about all these games too, Andy. Is like that most of them are like single-digit spreads.
Yes, only 2 double-digit spreads of this out of the 9. So here's the question: does all of this Lane Kiffin stuff affect Ole Miss? Because the argument going back 2 years is that when he was flirting with Auburn, it did affect the result of the 2022 Egg Bowl.
How much do you think the team is distracted? We're not picking the game, we're picking that, right?
Yes, I think that's true. And the other question is, how bad do they have to win it? I think they're in the playoff either way, thanks to the win against Oklahoma. But if they want to make absolutely sure, they just win this game and they're definitely in the playoff.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I'm going to let you go first. I don't know.
I think 2 years ago things were a little bit different. I think Ole Miss, from a talent standpoint, is considerably better here. I get that Mississippi State will be motivated. I know Jeff Lebby has had them playing tough against teams that had higher talent levels pretty much all year. But I still think Ole Miss gets this done. I think the atmosphere that they've created, one, Lane Kiffin is a pretty much a circus year round. So I don't think this is really changing much for those guys.
Yeah. And
I think Ole Miss is going to cover here.
And the distraction bowl was the Florida Bowl game, right? I mean, they beat the crap out of them.
which they did struggle in.
That's what I meant. Like Florida beat them crap out of them at times, like physically, is what I meant. I'm taking Mississippi State here. Isn't the Egg Bowl
cover to win?
To cover. I'm not gonna.
Okay.
I'm not a psychopath. The Egg Bowl's weird though, always, isn't it? Like that's not like a.
It is.
Even if this wasn't happening, it'd be a weird game.
This is a game that has turned on penalties for someone pretending to pee on the goalpost like a dog.
Yeah.
Let that sink in. I'm going to say it one more time. This is a game that has turned on people who were penalized for pretending to pee on the goalpost like a dog.
I just don't think he should have been penalized for that, Elijah Moore. Come on. Like, that's not like.
Well, it was an homage because DK did it first.
Yeah. I don't think he should have been penalized. That's messed up. And a great celebration, dude. Like, why is that any different than any dance? I don't understand why. Like, we don't have to relitigate it, but I just the celebration.
Probably because you're pretending to urinate like a dog. Listen. I love this rivalry so much.
Mississippi State is an okay team. Like, they're not going to play a team that's a disaster, and I think that's a nice step in the right direction for Lebby and the boys. I don't know how much this is going to impact them. The game is on the road. It's not on Saturday. Like
clang.
I'm sure you've covered a Mississippi State game before, right?
I have.
Is it much louder because of those? Like I've never.
Yes, it is. The cowbells are insanely loud.
And people get like mad that it's like almost not fair. Like it's artificial crowd noise, right?
Well, it is artificial crowd noise, but there are rules. They must ring responsibly during SEC games. They are not allowed to ring while the opposing offense is calling signals.
Okay. Got it. Yeah, I'm going to just go for we're starting off a pretty insane weekend. I'm going to go for grab ass right out of the gate. I'm going to take Mississippi State here. I know that Ole Miss is a better team. I think Ole Miss is a team that could make a nice run in the CFP, but I'm going to go for chaos here with what's going on off the field.
So what you're saying is at some point, it is likely that someone will attempt to recreate peeing on the goalpost like a dog.
Hey, tinfoil hat Monday.
Yes.
If you believe that Ole Miss's separation from Lane Kiffin is imminent, and you believe that he is not going to be coaching this team during the playoff run, Could you make the case that losing this game would be better for Ole Miss because it makes the cut between the two easier and might galvanize the new coach to say he wasn't fully bought in? I'm here for you. Let's go ride.
No.
No?
This is where Herm Edwards comes in and says, you play to win the games.
I'm not saying that they're not going to try to win or that they don't want to win, as I hold my hands up still. I'm not saying that they don't want to win. I'm not saying it's not a rivalry. What I'm saying is could it be like the Ohio State-Michigan thing last year where like something happened that was terrible and then that thing helped navigating the future?
Would ignite them in the playoff. The problem is...
Can I put my hands down?
You can. The problem is you get into danger if there's some bid thieves if you lose. So you got to just win.
Okay, I think
Ole Miss is in if they lose, but you're just sure they're in if they win.
It's easier to tell your coach to kick rocks if you lose a game you're not supposed to lose because you're distracted.
We didn't want you anyway.
Is all I'm saying. If you win the game, if they go out and beat the crap out of them, which they can, and then Lane is told to go kick rocks, that optically is a lot harder thing to understand than it would be of like, hey, this isn't working right now.
What if he
change?
What if he stands up after the game and he's like, I ain't leaving.
I mean, I think you could file that under grab ass too with how much of a circus this has become. And I would 100%. Actually love to know, and I don't remember if we talked about this, but I do think we should take 30 seconds because I want to know your opinion on this. Like, who do you think is to blame, the calendar or Lane Kiffin for this?
Lane Kiffin.
Okay, I agree.
Nick Saban wants to fix the calendar. Here's the thing. The main problem with the calendar is the semester system in college in America, which is based on when Christmas is. So unless you're planning to move Christmas, Nick Saban, I don't think you're going to fix anything.
I mean, maybe I'm not the person to be the vessel of this message, considering my Judaism, but I would be okay moving Christmas if it meant fixing the college football calendar.
I'm not even going to give out the email address. Just
where? No, I'm saying like,
yeah. How would you do it?
Where would you even move Christmas to?
You'd have to put everybody on the quarters because you just can't have the natural semester break right there. You need the natural semester break to be after the college football playoff. You need it to be sometime in the spring when the NFL does all its coaching moves and personnel moves. That's because they keep saying, well, it needs to be like the NFL. The NFL's make sense. Right, because the NFL doesn't have semesters.
Yeah. Or you could start the semester a month early. You don't have to move Christmas, move college.
That agreed. But college is there because of Christmas. So you don't have to move Christmas. You could move college. But I'm just saying most people want that break right then. So unless you can figure out how to change that.
It is a very natural break in life.
Yeah. If they could just say, we're moving this to February 1st, the new semester starts February 1st in every school in America, then by all means do it.
But if they started the semester at the beginning of July and then just made a longer break.
What if they moved the start of every semester, the start of the spring semester at every campus in America to the first Wednesday in February?
Yeah.
You know what the first Wednesday in February, like it hasn't been that long, right? You still remember what that is.
National Signing Day?
There you go.
Yeah, I'm aware. Yeah. The Nick Saban diatribe about the calendar, who wrote that? His agent?
Nick Saban, probably. I mean, Jimmy Sexton is Nick Saban's agent, and Lane Kiffin is Jimmy Sexton's client as well. But I'm not going to throw everything on Jimmy. Not everything in college football is Jimmy's fault. Jimmy's just trying to make money for his clients.
Yeah, and he's good.
People who spend the money need to spend it more smartly.
And Jimmy, if you ever want anybody, if you're listening to the show, to come work for you and do everything that you want pro bono for a year with the promise that I will be able to work with you forever and be like you, I'll do it.
Yeah. Ari's just offered to be Jimmy Sexton. You're going to leave me to be Jimmy Sexton's intern. I see how it is.
Would you blame me? I watched Entourage. I know how that stuff works. And
you want to be Lloyd? Well, at least Lloyd got paid.
I want to be Lloyd, and then I want to be Ari Gold. Yeah. That show saved my life, by the way. I don't know if you know that. Everybody called me Ari, then Entourage came out, and nobody ever got my name wrong again. Lloyd.